Hey guys, I'm Round 1 Fight, and this is my reaction to Goku versus Superman. One final time, death battle. Now, I am quite excited about this one. It's reportedly like 26 minutes, as I've heard in the Discord. The fight should be taking a decent bit too, and this is probably going to be incredibly detailed. Regardless, I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this one. I love the match. I love both these characters, and I just hope they can portray them with some respect they deserve. As this looks like, there it is. I'm watching this on YouTube because I thought it'd be, I guess, more fitting than just a video on Rooster Teeth. And because my first subscription right now, so I just switched to $5 champion thing, but whatever. Now I guess I'm just gonna wait for it. And let me tell you about this. When I was like a few years ago, when I first started watching this show, it was like utter hell seeing through this without trying to get spoiled from like the chat popping up or trying to see spoilers on YouTube or try and get to this without clicking on any spoilers or anything. But thanks to first memberships, I guess, not having the, what do you call it? Early release anymore. Now I probably won't get spoiled ever unless I watch it like a day late or something. Okay, here we go. Skip, 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 skip. Okay. Let me see if I can change the quality of you. Okay, so this joint should be good. All right. Not all that sure. Oh, never mind. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Oh. Wait, what?
Fight!
Oh.
Son Goku, Superman. It's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking it all into play.
Oh.
We're examining Superman's extensive mainline comic book canon. Given Dragon Ball Super's contentious continuities, we'll include all three, just to be thorough, plus Dragon Ball Heroes.
Ooh.
He's Liz, and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and
Let's go, let's go.
A death battle.
Oh, that looks super good. Pun intended. Or maybe
Far
not.
away,
But
in
whatever.
an enchanted land, an old master found a boy. And
I should watch
marveled at
original
his
Dragon Ball at
uncommon
some point.
strength. This is the story of Son Goku.
Chances are, if you've watched some localized anime, you can thank this guy.
Probably.
Inspired by martial arts films and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama
I love stuff like My Hero, so this was a
character
good reason
would
for that.
define generations to come.
Dragon Ball! Kakarot was born a low-class Saiyan on the planet.
Gonna try not to
Vegeta,
pause since
narrowly
this is a
escaped
premiere.
its destruction by Frieza and was raised on Earth by happy old Grandpa Gohan.
Not just raised,
Ooh,
but trained. Gohan began
Disciples,
with his teachings in
hobbies,
martial
occupations,
arts,
or
which he would find
foods.
to be his
Not a
true
bad dad,
calling.
you guys are just
Guided
mean.
by
Okay, yeah.
Roshi.
Thanks for that.
Specifically, he learned the Kame-sen and Ryu style, which focuses on discipline and tenacity, both of which strongly define Goku's character.
The more he
He's like
learned,
40?
the more he wanted to improve. This little low-class monkey boy would prove that hard work and dedication can beat raw talent. Within just a few years, he was so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but
Yeah,
mostly
nice Goku vs.
gods.
Superman 1
When
reference.
You're training to dodge lightning. You know you're a few leagues over everyone else.
He did have a slight advantage. Saiyans aren't
You mean plot
naturally
armor.
superhuman. They also take Nietzsche's famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," very, very literally.
It's almost unfair how much of a boost in power they get after they're hurt.
While Saiyans like Vegeta may have abused this trait, it suits
Yeah,
Goku.
that was
matter
pretty
how
funny in
many
Team
times
4
you
Star.
knock him down, he will get back up stronger than before.
It helps that he knows so many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha.
An incredibly
Honestly, I
powerful
haven't even
technique
seen a
that
show, and I'd
focuses
love to do that.
into a single point
Or
for a
Hadouken.
devastating beam.
So
Either or.
challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
I mean, that's just anime in general.
Incredibly versatile, with over
After
50
Image,
different
Ultra
variations.
Instinct, Destructive
For example,
Disc,
Goku can power the beam after
Energy
fire, or
Landmine,
even
Evil
shoot it from
Containment
his
Wave,
But unlike most
Godvine
Saiyans,
to
he
Kai,
doesn't
Instant
just
Transmission,
use ki to
Kaioken.
blow shit up.
Cool.
Moves like the solar flare,
Kamisen
energy
Ryu,
landmine,
Kamehameha,
and
Ki,
Godvine require a lot
Rapid
more
Movement,
strategy
Rock
and
Scissors
planning.
Paper,
Because while Goku isn't exactly
Telekinesis,
book smart,
Telepathy.
he is a genius when it comes to martial arts. He doesn't just train to conquer
Yeah, I've
his
heard that a lot.
opponents, but to conquer himself.
He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker.
Well, pretty much any
Dragon Ball
container
manga
can be
states
used
the
for
Mufaba
model
is more
facility.
difficult to cast on stronger targets. It can also be fatal to the caster.
Instant steroids.
Yeah,
Goku's multiplied his
probably
power by
won't
20
work
with
on
it
Superman.
before. And in a movie, he even got it up to times 100.
That's
What a
one.
badass.
The Genki Dama,
The
Spirit
box
Bomb,
in the
is
corner.
potentially his strongest
Guys, life
attack,
energy
but
for
it
surrounding
requires
opponents.
considerable time,
Goku has
unlike
absorbed his
instant
energy in movies
transmission,
and
which
in
is a
Dragon Ball
teleport
Super.
That's the instant. The way it works is Goku detects another person, like a sort of beacon, then teleports to their location by launching himself through an
Yeah, I did
alternate
not know
dimension
that.
where time stands still. Yes, according to the Daisenshuu guide,
Cooler
it's
also,
a
like,
dimension hop.
stopped
You can
him
actually
right
see
out of
this
there
empty
somehow.
space in some movies and games.
And the dubs wanted us to think it shot Goku's molecules around at light speed. Silly English.
The dubs do more than that. In fact, early dubs of Dragon Ball Z tried to rewrite Goku as a Superman figure. Even
Oh,
his famous
we're doing this.
dynamic about being the light in the darkness was originally about him coming to terms with his Saiyan heritage, accepting his anger and pride, avenging his people by defeating Frieza, and declaring himself the Super Saiyan.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
If there's any scene that deserves the word epic, it's when he went gold. Super Saiyan and its sequels all have official power multipliers, but they threw us for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Super Saiyan God certainly changed things up. Goku gained Divine Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortal hands.
Cool.
Unlike normal Ki, it can't be detected and appears to have healing properties.
Kinda like Senzu beans. Did you know one Senzu has so much healing juice it can regenerate a person's lost limbs?
Wait,
They're missing out.
Goku reached a level
at
of
first, like, I
power
thought he was gonna
with
lose
the
the
greatest
whole-
of
the
deals,
gun leg.
nearly shattering the whole universe.
There we
with a single
go.
Flash on his first go. Dragon Ball's cosmology is unique. This model is said to be an accurate depiction of Universe 7, but there's a wrinkle there. When all of humanity went to heaven,
Because Boo went Boozerk.
Videl commented that heaven is just as large as a universe, and the Daisenshuu backs her up.
And, that's heaven. Big planet.
So let's scale things up with that in mind.
Wait, really?
Doing so would make Universe 7 over 1,500 times larger than our own observable universe.
Oh,
And
okay.
Goku could destroy that much the first time he
Goku
went
compares to
God.
Broly, who helped
And he
destroy the
didn't
dimension
lose
of strange
that
flowing
power.
lights, and
He
is
learned how to
comparable to
use it
Cell
even
Max, who
better.
attacks had the
He
gravitational
made
pull of black
base
holes.
Now, imagine
Cool.
how much stronger he became when he stacked Super Saiyan on Super Saiyan God and became Super Saiyan Blue.
Super Saiyan God.
Yeesh.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, not saying that. Or after he trained with some almighty angels. Or when he perfected the blue hairdo and stacked Kaioken on top of that.
Goku
Yep.
has certainly performed great feats with
Multipliers.
guns, breaking through hits time
Multipliers and
stop by forcing himself
multipliers.
into the future, holding off infinite Zama
Greater
Super
power
was a
levels in Dragon Ball can
sentient
counter
time,
space/time
defeating
based
Jiren,
abilities,
shook
such as
the
when
entire
Boo broke
world
out of the
of
hyperbolic
void
time
by
chamber,
just walking.
and Jiren
Even
overpowered his
tried
Cage of
out
Time.
Kai, the destruction god move that nopes you out of existence. Your being and your soul erased from all of time and space.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
There we go.
Goku isn't a normal transformation, it's a state of mind. Ultra Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts, subconsciously making optimal choices because you're in the zone, doing without thinking.
Something Goku has always been trained to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected, autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way, Goku will automatically dodge, block, and counter to the best of his ability, even pushing his body well beyond his physical limits. So far beyond, in fact, Ultra Instinct can summon a massive avatar to defend him when his own body can't.
Oh
That
yeah,
sounds
apparently Superman can do that
really
too.
It is, which is why he's developed incremental versions of it for specific uses. It's extremely difficult to maintain the full form for long.
Until you get to Dragon Ball Heroes,
Oh.
aka Dragon Ball fanfiction gone Kaioken times 1,000.
While technically technically a different continuity, CC Goku is
can't read
functionally
that.
a stand-in for the mainline Goku. His history and powers are the same, making his story just as much of a what-if scenario as the multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved.
This Goku used instant transmission to teleport through time and dimensions. He outsped a god who could see the future. He defeated
Yeesh.
Dark King Fu, who was gonna rewrite the entire universe. Hell, this series even makes GT cool. Xeno Goku can
That's
break
funny.
space-time
See that
just by
timeline
going
stuff in the
Super
corner.
Saiyan 4.
Looking back at that goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost overwhelming to think about how far Goku has come, how much he's had to face,
But no matter the challenge, he takes it head-on and pushes through.
showing everyone, everywhere, how to go even further beyond.
That's a based ending line. So, speeding
Faster than a
bullet.
speeding
More
bullet.
powerful than a locomotive. It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's a
No,
plane.
it's Superman.
Superman.
Jeez,
I
just
love
a
that cartoon.
locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations.
Born on the
Also like this,
far-off
jazzy
world of
music
Krypton,
style.
The infant Kal-El was sent to Earth by his parents, narrowly escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as Clark Kent, he eventually became Superman, champion of the oppressed, the man of tomorrow.
If you've only seen the movies, forget
I've read some
about Comic
comics.
Clark's not the perfect Boy Scout.
Wait, was this
He's
symbol
definitely
missing there?
not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache
Yep.
showed up.
Understandably,
I think they got their
Satan
revenge
escaped from
eventually
some
because
truly
Superman once
terrifying
punched him, I
horrors.
believe.
The pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
A hero who could defeat any evil by just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life.
After almost
Ooh,
9 decades, Superman
love
has
interests.
been many things. At the core,
Oh,
his story
no.
is
Why are
one
there
of
so many
a
freaking L's?
child who lost his home,
Favorite
left to the
food,
mercy
beef,
of alien
bird,
people. This new
whatever that
world
is with ketchup.
accepted him, raised him, gave him a new home, because helping others in need is the right thing to do. That's why he became a superhero, the first superhero.
Everything's gotta start
Yeah, I think he's got an
somewhere, but
obsession
he
with
was
the letter
first
L.
one to really take off.
Lex
I mean, not literally.
Luthor.
It took a while actually, before he learned how to fly.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental
That's an
blocks,
image.
severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life.
He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight of the earth for
Sorry,
5
chicken
days
time.
straight, or crush coal into perfectly cut
Because
diamonds.
reasons.
That's not how that works.
He's fast enough
Out
to
the solar
reach
sun
the edge
cosmos,
of the
after returning
universe
normal,
in
he flew the
seconds,
solar
or
distance
even
back to Earth from
break
his
the
actual edge.
bonds of infinity.
Yeah,
He can
infinite
do
speed and
all
whatnot.
that, but Batman can punch
I think
him
they gave
out.
Goku that, but
Really?
You're probably thinking of Elseworld stories outside main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question though. Superman's powers have fluctuated
Oh,
over
yes.
time for a
Classic
variety of
comic
reasons.
BS.
However, for Death Battle, we take the characters at their best.
Yeah, like how
Dielectric
his breath is so
aura.
powerful he can sneeze away a solar system,
All this stuff.
or blow air cold enough to freeze gold.
Nice to see they aren't going balls to the walls with all this stuff like G1. Ooh, fourth dimensional, extra constructs, interstellar
And yet,
teleportation,
he can't see through lead. That's okay, though. He can
mechanokinesis.
just burn through it with his
Huh.
face. Since
And
he
time
gets
travel,
his
'cause why
power
not?
From the yellow sun, his heat vision burns with the fire of a star. And if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super
That would look
flare.
really cool in
It
a
used
fight.
to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Simply put, Superman's powers defy.
Because F you, I can do whatever I
My favorite
want. I'm
example is
Superman.
When he rebuilt the reality warping miracle machine from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every.
I swear, he's got more plot armor than a
all of
Flash.
time. Or when he gained 10 years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes of reading, and then successfully performed lung surgery.
Nice.
Okay.
My favorite example is when he
That's
smelled
cool.
brownies in North Dakota from orbit.
Even beyond
Ooh.
his powers, Superman is no novice when it comes to the intricacies of battle.
He's trained in Kryptonian martial arts, which uses Chi, or as they call it, Shriar.
Hmm?
He even got summoned to Asgard to fight demons with Thor for 1,000 years.
GR.
Superman can resist being erased from existence, such as tanking Darkseid's Omega Beams. Even Retcon and the Time Trapper, both of which hijack and alter timelines, can't
Yeah,
touch
Hakai
him.
ain't
Not
working.
because of his powerful mental defenses or healing factor, but because he's a cosmic linchpin in the greater metaverse.
Timelines literally revolve around him.
But let's address the S-shaped elephant in the room. You may have noticed we've covered a variety of Superman eras. Superman and DC Comics as a whole have gone through multiple retcons.
Golden Age, Silver
Yeah,
Age, Pre-Crisis,
all this.
Post-Crisis, New 52, Rebirth, and so on.
It would help to know which one is the main Superman, right? Well, they all are.
Yeah, the latest reboots basically said everything in the main series is kinda canon, even when he had wacky powers like changing his appearance with a super muscular control. Ew.
That's
I guess he can still
stupid.
phase through almost anything, even people.
Look, if you
Even
really dig
beyond,
into it, this isn't
can
new.
we directly
Plenty
scare
of
to each
characters
other?
have recalled events from supposedly retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Soups did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite, there's so many other Supermen out there.
Future Superman, Big Robot Superman,
Yeah.
Commie Superman, Dinosaur
What?
Superman. There's a bunch.
Still, this new canon has affected his abilities. For example, he and other Kryptonians can effortlessly travel through time. And while Superman's
why?
powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further. In fact, upon visiting a white star, he attained a whole new level of power.
When that old baldy Lex teleported him to another galaxy, Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said
What?
that.
Remember, Superman defies physics.
Like when he used heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang.
We've seen
Okay.
that the universe has a radius of at least 100 trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old and expands at
No,
60
please don't do
trillion light
that.
years per half second. This means its radius must be over 50 nonillion light years across.
What? That's 31 zeros,
Uh.
and Soups helped make that happen.
Well, about 1/5 of it. That's still immense power, but if you want something bigger,
Okay.
here's the Anti-Monitor blasting Golden Age Superman with all the energy of the antimatter universe. And then Superman, you know.
Punched him.
Okay, okay.
Kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now, Superman does have weaknesses. There's kryptonite, of course, and exposure to red starlight can fade his powers over time.
Not all at once. He has been able to move planets around while under a red star. So...
And everyone knows Superman can't deal with magic. But it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it. He's defeated plenty of magic users before, even Shazam.
Superman challenges the idea that absolute power corrupts
That's a
absolutely. He's the goodest good guy of
cool,
them all. But there is nuance to being
I guess,
good, even
old,
if he is the ultimate power fantasy,
costume
unstoppable
thing.
and incorruptible.
Such as when he took on the World Forger, one of the most powerful reality shapers in all of creation.
Who was in the 6th dimension, crafting a whole new multiverse to replace the one Clark calls home. Who's gonna stop him?
Superman could.
Obviously.
And the Forger knew it. So he was trapped on a world with a sun so distant he could never escape. Or so the Forger thought.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch.
Okay.
Because that's Superman, a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
He's the kind of person to save a cat from a tree, answer Christmas cards from strangers, and tow hundreds of planets to a new galaxy all in the same day. What's not to like?
Truth and justice has no better champion than the Man of Steel.
I liked that. I liked how it
This episode of Death
had
is
both
sponsored
be,
by BetterHelp.
Whiz, it's getting to be the holiday
what do you
season
call
again,
it? They gave both the respect they deserve. Excluding the ads, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna have Superman win. Like, they mentioned you could counter Hakai, etc. The universe was far bigger. Probably gave him superior multiverse defeats, etc. I hope they do give Goku some advantages, though. Unlike the G1 bloke. Was a good read, I just didn't like how they didn't give Goku anything. Okay, Okay. Okay. Let's go, let's go.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data
Through all possibilities. It's time for a death battle! Please be good. Wait, they're already fighting? Oh, okay. Cool.
Today's the day. We'll finally finally settle who's stronger.
If you say so.
I like that. This animation looks gorgeous. Ooh. Heat vision.
You're holding back. Give it your all.
There's the line.
No regrets.
I'm doing just fine.
Really? What's this? Oh, blue. Cool. Dang! Oh, I thought they were going to do the Injustice thing again. Ooh, space? Nice key barrage.
Oops. Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you just how powerful I really am.
Oh! They had a... That was, their other voice actors. Ooh. Oh yeah, here's Ultra Instinct, probably.
Well, what do you think?
That was awesome. Nice suit.
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
Really? Oh yeah, let's go. Dang! Oh, I'm loving this! Huh. Oh, the Injustice thing, of course. I love how Ultra Instinct is being handled right now. Oh, Solar Flare? Or Super Flare, whatever you want to call it. Okay.
Finally.
Oh. This looks so good. Oh, it's a callback to Superman 1! The first one! Oh! Whoa! Hmm?
Huh?
Oh.
Ah, darn it.
Almost had me there. That was actually pretty fun.
I love that.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
Let's go again.
You're on.
Yes! That was perfect!
KO! That's it! The final, indisputable answer!
Finally!
People are gonna argue this one forever.
There are so many ways this battle could go, especially with all the other
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, Goku would kick almost every other Superman's ass, except for the main one.
There's a lot to cover, so let's address the 5 categories most representative of this
Okay.
fight.
First up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole
Yeah.
antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 15.
Okay, layered with numerous spatial dimensions.
But based on the DC
More layered and
universe's
complex.
officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6 vigintillion times larger, over a novemdecillion times more than Goku's.
At some point, you reach a number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything anymore. Anyway, Goku's obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus fight, even by billions or trillions of times. He's defeated
Yeah, all the
Jiren,
Omniverse stuff.
Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even Heroes competes with that. Superman takes the edge in strength.
But strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Makes sense. He
Yeah.
can keep up with the Flash, whose speed is so ludicrous it's unquantifiable.
Don't count Goku out, though. Flying across the entire afterlife in base form and outspeeding Eos's future sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu as an omnipresent merged timeline also implies immeasurable
Yeah,
speeds.
infinite speed.
Combined with instant transmission and ultra instinct could probably keep up.
Maybe. Quantifiably, Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The safest bet here is to say they tie in speed.
Yeah, cool.
Especially when we look at skill. Goku's a martial arts master. He's definitely got better battle instincts. He wants to fight and is dedicated to his training, while Superman sees training as a means to an
Go
end.
kick some
Superman's
backup.
knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times. It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at them.
So Goku wins in skill, but not necessarily in experience.
Yeah.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder
He should win the battle of
He's
attrition.
defeated martial arts experts like Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 1,000 years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant, like when he reassembled the reality warping miracle machine from memory. Experience obviously goes to Superman, but perhaps less obvious is our last category, powers.
Kai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key, God Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from Magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and Magic isn't an auto-win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuba and the Spirit Bomb would take
He escaped
way too
time slap, so
long,
yeah.
and Goku's never successfully used Hakai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality. Like, he's tanked Omega Beams, which do the same thing as Hakai.
Superman can time travel, countering Instant Transmission's similar ability from Heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Saiyans can't breathe in space tough enough to in a vacuum, Instant Transmission requires another person to act as a beacon. He can't just warp to any red star.
Oh,
Even if
like
he
this
did, Superman
thing.
could simply fly away and find
The
a blue or white
conversations,
star
I
for a
guess.
Supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off the same trick twice, as Superman could phase through his attacks.
So that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he takes the edge in powers and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman.
Yeah, I have to grab
is a
Val.
broader zeitgeist. It's more than
I
just
have to
two
grab
characters
Vals.
fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came anime. There was a whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So while many see this as a debate between characters, others see it as a debate of ideologies and culture. And if that's what's at stake, who wants Goku to lose?
You're sure you're not overthinking this?
It's not our intent, but it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation? Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun, Wiz. Damn it, man. There's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
I'm
that.
just saying, no matter who you prefer, that battle was super.
Yeah,
man.
that's so
That's
good.
the worst pun.
What? It fits them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I do the math, the pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?
Oh man. Finale?
Voice of Wiz.
Please,
So much for watching.
please be Galactus versus Unicron.
But before we do
I
that,
swear,
if you're not a channel member yet,
please.
hit the join button below. See what you're missing.
Please. Where are you? Season 10 finale? Yes! Finally! 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 About freaking time! You mad lads finally did it! Oh, good grief! There's spit on my screen! Finally! Finally! Oh, man! Oh, God! Finally! I can't believe it! Oh! I got the biggest freaking smile right now. Oh. I gotta make a trailer for that, it seems. Oh, man. That episode was so freaking good. Hey, Goliath vs. Unicron, you got a lot to live up to, man. A lot. A freaking lot. Don't think there's much more I could say, just happy it's finally happening! And I'll see you for that.